Ooh-wee, you're not gonna believe what this officer here says. This video clip is from 2014. It was just uploaded to the In This Day and Age channel. This is basically him letting us know that this video here is what started his activism. You are going to absolutely love this council meeting. First up on the council meeting to talk is Jersey Watcher. I have shared his videos before. He is freaking awesome. And next up after him is going to be this guy. He started in 2014. Where he's at now, you guys are going to learn a lot from him. You guys are going to love his work. Make sure you subscribe to both of these channels. Without further ado, here's a video. Enjoy it.
Under New Jersey law, with the alarming and all that, I don't fall under alarm because I'm in a public building recording, which is my first and second.
You know what? I really don't even care about that because Obama has decimated the friggin' Constitution. So I don't give a damn because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey case law.
Yes,
you don't have. Did you get that?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to follow the Constitution.
Because our president can decimate our Constitution, and we don't have to.
That's the law of the land. You have to follow it, whether he does or not.
And you tell him that.
This is going on YouTube, just to let you.
When you tell an American that the president has decimated the Constitution, this is what you create. Monsters. Watch Jersey Watcher and This Day and Age own this council meeting. You're going to love it.
Hey, Crystal.
Crystal, Middlesex County, can you hear me? Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're unmuted. I can hear you loud and clear.
Am I recognized yet?
Yes, you're recognized throughout the county. You're recognized.
God bless you. Joyce, you're on the front lines defending women, children, and senior citizens. I just want to say that because of the Women's Day. Good job. Now, moving on to what I want to speak about. The chief of police is on the phone?
I believe he's here.
Chief Brian? Okay.
Chief's always here, Christo.
Hi. So recently I've been receiving threats. Woodbridge Councilman Kyle Anderson, who's also the Middlesex County Superintendent of Schools. I feel my life is in danger. Kyle Anderson was exposed because he wants to destroy the highest performing school and throw all those kids on contaminated property. And 24 hours after being exposed, now he's started to slander me that I called him the N-word. And even though I have a video proving it's a lie, I am still receiving death threats over this lie, enabled by the Democrats and the radical left-wing terrorists, voters that they pander to. And I just want to ask Chief Brian. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chief Brian is out of his jurisdiction. You were in Woodbridge, so I've asked you to move on from that point that you can go over to Woodbridge and
can you say that? Can you say this is out of the jurisdiction because this is happening online?
Because he's our Edison chief. He's not the chief in Woodbridge. They have their own. We have our.
If I'm allowed to finish speaking, I just want to ask the chief if I can stop by and get some advice over there from my own department. And you can answer that after. I want to continue what I want to speak about.
That's all. You just can ask them for some help for that later on. But let's leave Woodbridge and let's come back over to Edison because you always have great things to say.
It is Edison because I'm an Edison resident, and my own government officials, they probably already know it's a lie. They probably already saw the video, and they'll probably keep their mouths shut about it because it's politically connected people. But I want to move on.
Okay.
I want to say that Joyce, yes, the Edison Democratic Organization is covering up the campaign flyers disguised as racist flyers. I couldn't believe what I heard before. Number one, Sam Joshi, you told us you'd give us the names of the fingerprints of the racist flyers on December the 11th. You have refused ever since then. Is there an open investigation? And if so, why wasn't the public provided proof? I want to ask Councilman Brescher, if Councilman Brescher can answer for me, which agency is doing the investigation, and is there an open investigation right now into the fingerprints? Okay, because if there's not an open investigation, that's the excuse for Sam Joshi and Alvaro Gomez gave not to give the public the fingerprints. So if they cannot provide with the public right now which agency is investigating this, if no agency is investigating this, they have to give us the name of the fingerprints. If not, Sam Joshi, he's neglecting his fiduciary duty. $20,000 of the taxpayers' money, over $20,000 was paid, and it's time that Edison Democratic Organization stopped covering it up. The federal postal guy, I forget his name, David Comer, he even admitted it. This is in the newspapers. The Edison Democratic Organization chair, Sharik Ahmad, paid $5,000 for the stamps. And then later on, it said that Mayor Lankey reimbursed him. So, I mean, to ask Joyce, for you to ask Deal, oh, you know, we investigated it. So, you know, first of all, Councilman A.J. Patil promised he would testify after the election. The election's over. A.J., would you like to testify about the racist flyers? I mean, you're probably innocent. I'm not saying you're guilty, but you did promise that you would testify. And if you have nothing to hide, even Councilman Deal had said long ago, let's come up on the stand and let's talk about it. Let's get talk about why your tenant, Cesar Suarez, his P.O. box sent out these racist flyers. You understand what I'm talking about, Council President? How can we say this isn't political at all? Let's call a spade. And how many minutes do I have so far, Madam President, who I respect so much?
How much time he has left? You have 49 seconds, so you better get to the meat of your discourse.
Dan Bosi, tell us right now, is there an open investigation on the record? Is there an open investigation? And if so, which agency is investigating it? And when my time's done, if Fresh or any other councilman wants to add to this hoax that you guys have been perpetuating on the public for so long, go right ahead. Joshi, you have zero integrity. Stop being a coward and tell us, who is the agency investigating it? You know nobody's investigating and you're covering it up and you're a scumbag. And that's why you've been all this time trying to censor the public. So you can't censor us no longer.
You can't say stuff like that. You can't call people out their name. You can't.
That right there on the phone was Jersey Watcher. He has a lot of good videos and does fantastic work. One of the reasons why I keep promoting him is because I'm learning a lot from him. When I talked to him on the phone, he told me he learned a lot from another guy, another channel that he actually goes out and records with, and that channel is called In This Day and Age. Now, this guy just put up a video that started off his whole activism, and it's from 2014, and it's a video where an officer says that Obama decimated the Constitution. Check it out.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. I'm here to protect these people here. And they called me off the road because they were alarmed that you were taking photographs.
Well, it's funny you say alarm because that's the same terminology that they used. Can you hold this?
Yeah.
It's the same terminology that they used the other day to kick me out of another public building. Okay. Under New Jersey law, with the alarming and all that, I don't fall under alarm because I'm in a public building recording, which is my first and second.
You know what? I really don't even care about that because Obama has decimated the freaking Constitution. So I don't give a damn because if he doesn't follow the Constitution, we don't have to.
It's New Jersey case law.
Yes,
you don't have. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you
he doesn't have to follow the Constitution.
Because our president can decimate our Constitution, then we don't have to.
That's the law of the land. You have to follow it, whether what he does or not.
And you tell him that.
This is going on YouTube, just to let you.
Who? S.
Hello.
S.
Yes. I'd like to know why the council.
I would like
was
to know your
restricted-
name and your address, please. Excuse me, sir. I would like to know your name and your address.
My first initial is S.
I'd like to know your name and your address.
I don't have to provide that according to sunshine laws.
Who told you that?
The sunshine law is written right into the law. The public's time to speak. I'd like to speak.
You're from Edison?
Lawyer, may I speak?
Sir,
Excuse me,
why
I just
can't
wanna
you
know-
identify yourself? It's 10 o'clock at night. Do we really have to get into this debate? Can you just
Well,
identify yourself and just say
It seems like this is a
move on?
debate that you guys keep on fighting. Lawyer, you know the law. The law doesn't say I have to identify myself or give my address. I've been targeted by mayors. I don't want to give my name or my address. So please respect my rights. What's funny, lawyer?
Let's listen to the gentleman's question.
There you
What's your
go.
question,
That's
sir?
how it's done. So why is the council restricting based on content? You had Christo speaking earlier, and you're restricting his right to call Mr. Joshi a scumbag. He has every right to do that.
Yeah, he can't use improper language. He has every right to contradict and to confront council people. And
I'm taking my time back, please.
Sir, but he's not allowed to use language
my time back,
that
please.
is inflammatory.
You're taking my time. I'd like to have my time back, please.
I don't care. I'm going to answer your point.
So, no, I don't want you to. It's my time.
Well,
so
then stop using.
Then pause my time.
I'm going to cut you off
Pause
too.
my time, then.
You're not extending your time, sir. Don't
Okay,
use
then
foul
you can't
language
talk
or
over
cut
me.
you off.
So, terroristic threats and cyberbullying of an Edison resident is a crime. I like to know what the chief is going to do about that, because if it's done over the internet, that's something that the chief has full jurisdiction over. Christo is an Edison resident, so he should be enforcing that. I like to know which law enforcement agency is tasked with the investigation to the racist flyers. I want to know if the chief has ever investigated or concluded an investigation on the racist flyers, how much money was spent on the investigations. Christo's a lot of things, but racist he's not. He has a First Amendment advocate, and although the Confederate flag is abhorrent, but it is anyone's right to fly it. I may not agree with it, but as an American, I'll defend that right. I don't understand why Mr. Northgrave keeps on trying to interrupt when I'm speaking, when it's my right to speak. It's my time. You can't just take my time and try to speak over me. The law says that it's the public's time to talk. They don't have to give their name and address. Why can't you guys just understand that and accept it and allow people not to do things that you're demanding? You're the government. You don't have the rights. The people have the rights. The people have the right, the First Amendment right. This is the appropriate place to speak and to be able to curse. That law for cursing in 1985 was found unconstitutional. The First Amendment protects you on public property, public time, not in private areas like a Walmart. So this is the appropriate venue to be able to speak your mind. Cursing or not cursing, calling people scumbags or whatever they feel like saying, it's their right under the First Amendment. You can't just abridge that because you're now on Zoom and can just decide to hang up on people and think it's all well and good, because there's already case law on this issue. You can't just go and do that. It's against the law. And you as an attorney should be defending that. And instead you're complaining and bitching about what time of night it is. I'm here too. I've been on the entire night. If I had an hour to live, I'd want to be in your meeting because of how long and slow and stupid it is. The Edison shelter, there's abuse going on there. The people are cleaning the shelter and stuff like that, but there's other things going on there and you guys have no clue what's going on. So those pictures don't lie. Those pictures are from your shelter, not from somewhere else. Those pictures from your shelter. So you can try to spin it any which way you want and say other things are going on and this isn't going on. The facts are the facts. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Ronco.
Okay. Doesn't like there's anybody else, Council President.
I would like to have a motion to close the public portion.
So moved, Bob Deal.
Second.